Freelance on. So, update with the fish. Things have been a roller coaster. I'll be honest, at this point, I don't know what's wrong with them. I've gotten so many answers, questions, potential solutions, been told different things. I've gotten different readings that I've literally gone through everything on the checklist. I've checked their ammonia. I've checked the nitrites, the nitrate, for God's sake, the general hardness of the water. I've checked the pH. I've checked the water clarity. I've checked to make sure there's not excessive detritus. They've been treated for parasites. They've been treated for bacteria. They've been treated for fungus. I'm literally out of cards to play. And I played some pretty damn good cards. And unfortunately, at this point, and I hate to say it, but if they do expire, there's nothing I can do. I have literally done everything I possibly can to improve their quality of life, and I just can't. I don't know what's going on. At first, when I got the reading at a fish store I went to today, they were registering 300 parts per million on general hardness. That's about a hardness of 53. That is obscenely high. But I've gotten the same water, tested at different places, and my strips are coming up with about an 8.92. AquaAdvisor suggests about a 12.6, so we're slightly soft. That's fine. Even if it was, for God's sake, 16 to 20, I'd be okay with that too. But I've literally done everything I possibly can. If they don't eat and they die, I know I have closure. Closure that I've done everything I possibly can for these fish. I mean, I'm not mad at the fish. I'm not upset at the fish. I'm not frustrated with the fish. I'm frustrated that everything I'm trying to do isn't working.
New mission received.
So I tried this mission before work, and didn't have enough time to do it, so I blew myself up. I need something stiff. It's non-alcoholic. Excuse me. So, the red-eye tetras seem to be the worst off. Despite, you know, the neon's not eating for almost 2 weeks now. They're swimming at an 80-degree angle with respect to level being 0 degrees. They're listless. They appear to be stressed. They're breathing quickly. I don't know what's going on. So they have been transferred over to the hospital tank. That's all I can do. I wanted to see if that would make the neon tetras eat, and they're still not eating. So, I mean, if you're looking at it, and I mean, you could probably tell how I feel just by the sound of my voice. I mean, I've looked at everything. It's just, I don't have a microscope. I don't have a PhD, a bachelor's, and associates. I have a general, probably high school knowledge of fish, and I can't goddamn figure out what's wrong. And it's heartbreaking, because you're taking care of these things, and they're in your charge and steed, and you... Imagine if your kid... And I'm not comparing fish to a human life here, but imagine if you had a kid, and they were sick, and some of the best doctors in the world couldn't find out what's wrong with them. That's how I feel with the fish. Again, I'm not putting down life, human life versus fish life. But that's how I feel. I'm just upset about it because I can't do anything to help them. But I've done everything I can. So, at this rate, the only things I can... If my entire tank is wiped out, or an entire species is wiped out, Or maybe 2 species are wiped out. Or 1 species is wiped out. I can only attribute it to a couple things. It could be neon tetra disease, which is communicable between all of the tetras I have. Could be that. Could be a swim bladder disease that that none of this could treat. It could be that they were from a bad stock and they were sick to begin with, and nothing I would have ever done would have helped. I just don't know. Or just some unknown cause. They're not stupid. They don't stop eating just to be a smartass. So I don't know anymore. I mean, I'm gonna take care of the fish. Look, flushing a fish, in my opinion, is an insult to the fish. You're insulting a life. Now, I'm aware that life isn't sentient. But it's disrespectful, in my opinion. And I'm the one that pisses everybody off with not following norms. So, I value time with my fish and other pets sometimes more than with other people. This is what I'm getting at. And there's just... it's so frustrating knowing that there's nothing you can do. You literally can't. It's like getting a death sentence. Oh, well, we can't treat it. There's no cure. And I think part of the part that frustrates me even more is that I've overcome so much ignorance, and I've learned so much about, you know, properly taking care of fish. Oh shit, oh yeah, I blew them up. So we gotta wait till they respawn. But I can't crack this ignorance. This unknown that's killing my fish. So I don't know. I want to start over, but I'm not going to flush a fish. It's disrespectful, and I'm not going to kill them either. I don't have anything here that I could humanely euthanize them with. There's a is it called Fenquil? It's called Fenquil. It's a sedative for a fish. If you administer it in high enough concentrations, it will kill the fish. But I would only do that in the case where I had that one red-eye tetra that I had to euthanize. I did it humanely, but I won't specify how I did it. And it wasn't with Fenquil. But he was swimming up at that 80-90 degree angle, and he just kept falling, and I knew he wasn't going to make it. So... Are these fuckers going to spawn again? Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. I may have boned us. That was a natural spawn. I don't know, maybe we need to fly away and come back. So this is how far I am. I did get my Borstal. I swear to God, I'm going to punch myself in the dick if I sold it. There it is. That's a nice Borstal. I should have dropped that into my my ship right now. Oh, I'd be killing shit. We're going to do that before I pop a vet. That should help us quite considerably. There we go. No, that's not it. Are you shitting me? I've had a long day. I really don't need this tonight. So they don't respawn, boys and girls. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Life keeps frickin' kicking me in the nuts. I keep getting back up, but it frickin' hurts, man. It just hurts. going down. No, I'm not letting you get a beat on me. None of that shit. I saw Vin Guardian, I'm thinking Vin Diesel. I should have named a character Din Diesel. Or Lord Jukas. No, Lord Jukas. Why can't I hit it? I'm not dealing any... Am I lagging? I can't hit it. That's got to be somebody's quest object. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm lagging or it's somebody's quest object. Yeah, see, I can blow him up, so I ain't lagging. Or it's just that ship is made invulnerable because, I don't know, the devs said so. We've been making some pretty good money off Jump to Light Speed. We're about halfway to making another shipment of droid interfaces. I am selling them to somebody for 50,000 credits a pop, and they are funding our business. I have some, I call it my budget grade space bombs. They just came out of the factories, and they're going to be pretty affordable. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. The premium space bombs is what's going to cost me. And the part that hurts is that it's 2,000 steel per 3 casings. And you get 3 casings in 1 pack. So you need 2,000 steel per pack. That's gonna suck a 100k stack of resources down pretty goddamn quick. Are you kidding me? I can't believe this. Long day, folks. I apologize. It's been a long day. The work was fine, but I've put all this energy and money into these fish, and it's frustrating the shit out of me that I can't help them. Oh, look, your dog has some incurable disease or cancer. There's nothing we can do, or oh, it's going to cost you $20,000 for surgery. You feel helpless.
New mission received.
What a crock of shit. See, I'm human. Used to say a long time ago, I don't have any empathy left. I got plenty of it. It's just the world today, it just doesn't, you know, it's unacceptable to be human. That's got to be our downfall. That's another topic. For another day, for another stream, for another channel, for another platform. I could sit on a soapbox in the corner of the street, on the corner of the streets all day. Ain't no one gonna listen, ain't nobody gonna care. Just try to do nice by other people, even if they're disgusting to you. Not all people are bad. It took me a long time to realize that, you know. Did not have a good time in high school. Everybody... I don't want to talk about it too much, but pretty much everybody just wouldn't leave me alone. I was the punching bag. And, of course, I refuse to be a punching bag anymore. So if you want a punching bag, you have to go elsewhere. You know what tonight's a good night for? And I'm not a big drinker, but I don't drink beer. Like a good hard soda or a good hard lemonade would be really nice. And I gotta take medications in a couple hours, so a vodka mixer ain't the smartest thing to do. Just to chill. Look at that. These fish make me want to drink. That's how upset I am about the whole situation. But I will be going to another fish store tomorrow that is an independent fish store, and they kind of know what the F they're doing. I'm going to buy a new box, there they are, substrate from them. We're going to reset the substrate. I threw all the old substrate out because when I had to get the body of the other fish out, I lost them in the substrate, so I just pulled all the substrate out. Okay, let's take care of his other buddy. I know what to do on this part. We just need to target his friend. There we go. He's gonna die. Actually, you know what? Just in case the other one has nothing. Disable him too. Pop an engine, shall we? Okay. Press I for inspection. If he has nothing, we're gonna move on.
Scan completed.
No harm done. Inspect.
Scanned.
One of these guys has my flight plans.
Scan completed.
Oh, fuck me. Great. Okay, there's another one. My god, I'm not in the mood for this tonight. I really am not. I would have probably ended the stream or did something else.
Target scanned. Scan.
Good, he has my flight plans. Hand him over. I've always wondered, like, how two starfighters have interlocks. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. POBs, capital ships, yes. These, I'm mating with a Kimagila. It's like, ugh. Okay, here starts the yawning.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, so I got the freighter plan, so he's going to go boom.
New mission received.
We're gonna go destroy some operatives, and I think I gotta go to Tatooine. If I remember this correctly. There's gonna be a couple tier 4s and tier 5s. We're gonna jump to the Tatooine system. Whatever that's called. I know for Locke it's the Carthax system or something. I just call it the Locke system. Or the Greater Tatooine system, I don't know. I forget what methane makes. Makes something. So, yeah, POB equipment, gunship equipment, mining equipment, space mining equipment, that all those resources come from these, and these are a pain in the ass to mine. So when you bust, like, your Bark Speeder or your AV-21 Land Speeder, you're like, well, shit, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to go buy a new Land Speeder. Well, no, you got to pay about 400,000 credits for a vehicle restoration kit. And those materials come from, you guessed it, asteroids. Asteroids are a big deal. There's somebody on this server paying 100 credits per unit. That's, pardon my French, it's a fucking payday. So, alright. So we're gonna avoid the asteroids, because we're gonna blow if we hit them. Our lad, she's going to blow. Right in her, lad. Do it now. Our engines are not activated. So let's rerun our ventilation systems here. Hopefully I don't shut down. There we go. I don't know if the weapons are loaded. I know the capacitor is definitely overloaded. So we gonna have some fun in this asteroid field. You know what? Not only just because I'm short of money, but once I become an ace pilot, I don't know if I want to get rid of this craft for general purpose work. It's a great craft. Shit, to do escort missions, I'm going to have to put a slower engine in it for newer players to be able to, you know, friggin' catch up with me. Just because I don't want to match speed all the time. I'm lazy. Okay, let's see what's going on here. They're engaging somebody. Is that an A-wing? No, that can't be. It's something. No, it's an Ixion. Alright. Let's do it. They all gotta go. Shit. There's a gunboat in the vicinity. What the frick? Oh, I'm taking them. Ain't gonna last long. That's why I was gonna... It's a tier 1. They're fly shit to me. These chemos hit hard. I know at least 1 or 2 of them were tier 5s. See, I need that bigger capacitor, and I can't find it. It's hard to find one. You have to lower the energy per shot on your weapons, and the Borstal's fucking amazing for that. Shit, why didn't I put the Borstal on this before I took off? Even alone, the Borstal's excellent. It's gonna take a long-ass time before I RE that shit, though. So I need to have the perfect pieces of the puzzle, so I can have a good quality weapon, and I'm gonna need 2 of them. That means I gotta do some more pilot. You can only get the Borstal, excuse me, from leveling pilot, and I think it's only through privateer. And then the rebels have the income tri-cannon. I don't know if they could get the Borstal as well. You can also loot the Borstal from convoys, and that's a whole other can of worms. I did those on Stella Bellum for the first time, and holy shit was I unprepared. You gotta pull them fighters. Look, you're fighting basically a small fleet. You gotta pull them off, and you got 5 minutes to do it. It's difficult. I seem to have lost my target. Looks like we've run into a natural spawn point as well. He should have went boom. He's a weakling. Oh, for Christ's sake. Where's my enemy? Who's my enemy? Hiro Yui says. There he is. That should be the tier 5. Yep. Alright, let's do it. He's going down.
Accomplished.
Alright, so we're gonna go hijack a freighter next. This is the part where I had to stop, so we're jumping to Endor.
New mission received.
Let's blow some shit up before we get there. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh, he's brave. Or stupid. See how that ended up for him? Don't do it. That's also what's going to happen when somebody busts through the front door of my house unannounced violently. Don't do that either. It's a very, 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 very bad idea. Not one I would recommend or suggest. Remember, and this stat is increasing in America, for every house that you break in, the chance of them owning a gun is 40 to 50%. And that's on the very, very conservative end of the estimates. A whole bunch of people within that 40 to 50% know how to shoot. Don't do it.
Received, awaiting confirmation.
Even if you do it, you break in quietly, you can still end up getting shot. Some people don't know what you're supposed to and what you're not supposed to do. But if you violently break in, you're going to get shot in this country. Don't do it. Alright, so we're going to have to take out his escorts. We're going to try to stay away from these guys, although they'd be great experience. Let's see if there's anybody else in the system. There is. He's in a JSF. Alright. Let's hijack this bitch. My name's Droopy, and I'm gonna hijack this bitch. I have an okay Droopy voice. I'm glad they're not tier 5s. That's a pain in the ass. Castle's full of tier 5s. Actually, Dathomir has a couple as well. Dathomir space. I want to play the funny game. You gotta be careful. These Key McGills are bombers. They'll start launching missiles if they get a good beat. Shit. See, if this wasn't me and I had shit components, you'd have blown up right now. Or been very close to it. You can't... The best part is to keep flying around them. You cannot let them get a beat on you. If you fired a shotgun, you know what I'm talking about. Don't let them get a beat on you. I am now getting a beat on this guy. Because once they start to lock up, they'll launch. And again, the computer might do it anyways. Come on, there we go. And that motherfucker's getting disabled. Alright, you know what? Let's take care of it right now so he doesn't jump. We do not want him jumping this system. We'll fail. Should have disabled him first. Almost there. I'll take the damage. Okay, he's not going anywhere. With the engines, if you ever disable someone's engines, they are not getting out of this sector. Period. Actually, I think if you shut the reactor down too, it's the same thing. But in PvP, I'm just gonna hit the eject button. Wait, what? There's a Wookiee. There's a Wookiee on board that freighter. You want a Wookiee nipple, Pinchy? And a recharge. God damn. Okay, we've taken over. We gonna... My name's Droopy. We're gonna escort this bitch. That wasn't as good as I could get it. I gotta kind of tilt my my jaw and my head a little bit to get it just right. Hello, Joe. Joe was the episode in The Wolf where Droopy was the Canadian deputy, and they were trying to capture Joe, the wolf, dead or alive, and every single place that Joe went or Rocky upturned, there was Droopy going, "Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe." It was freaking funny as shit. He's gonna be under that rock. I just know it. This should be a pretty quick escort. I got a fast engine. So we're gonna keep an eye on our neighbors there. Evil Raider Tyrants, and they're nothing to me. We engage them, we engage them. I'll end them very quickly. Looks like we're far enough away. Now, I am going to attempt to solo my vet mission, but we are going to request the services of a friend if he's online after the first attempt. He's a guy I used to play on the Stellar Bellum servers with, goes by the name of Jack Vano. Very good guy. Has done a lot of good things for the Star Wars Galaxies community as well as for the piloting community. And he is not on at the moment. His original name was J-E-K, but somebody took it, so it's J-E-Q. Jack. Jack Vano. We flew some convoys and other missions together. I'm wondering if the Orbital Industries site is, or the YouTube page is good enough for streaming now, because they told me, you gotta wait 24 fucking hours. Well, that better be ready. I'll be raise hell. And guess who I get to raise hell to? Nobody. You can't contact YouTube. Bunch of f***s. Excuse me. Alright, we're doing pretty good on this escort. Look at Endor. Pretty BA. Can you imagine this is where the second Death Star fight took place? I wonder if any of the Endor planets are hospitable. Always wondered that. We're gonna follow this bitch. I'm gonna have to shank a bitch. I wasn't trying to do Droopy at that point. Look at the freighter. Oh, there, finally. Anticlimactic. Only one? Oh, there's two of them. Send a gunboat after me if you're serious. If I had a tier 4 gunboat, we'd have a problem. I mean, I could probably take him, but he's gonna hurt like hell. These guys can move. I'm taking on the missile. I'm taking on the nuke slinger first. I call them nukes because the warheads are made out of radioactive. Blacklight assassin. No, these guys are a natural spawn. No matter. We're gonna pop him. You know what? I don't have time to deal with him. We'll let him eject. Focus on the mission. Fight like a warrior, Vulcan. But of course, Kuwabara, Kuwabara. It's a great game. Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake, don't go in there with that mask. Why not? You won't like it. I know the Major better than anyone else. I'm gonna make him pay for what he did to Ivan. Get too far away, mission fails. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid memes, fission mailed. I need scissors. 61. Something about a flap-jawed, purple-jawed flapworm with a tuning fork on Harry Carey Rock or something. I don't know. Frickin' GW went apeshit with that virus. Fat man, fat man. Get the fuck out of the system. Batman, Batman. Give me my reward. Fat man, fat man. Da 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 na 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 da 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 na la 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 la. Oh no! Jeebus, 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 Jeebus. Jeebus, Christabel, gallons of super glue. Gallons of super glue. Ooh, he poked behind the asteroid. Hello, prepare to die. See, he's gonna pull up just a little bit when he sees me. There he goes. See, I gotta pull natural spawns to stay, you know, stimulated. Giggity. He's far away enough. Delta Hydral. What the fuck? He must be another player. Where's my mission target? I don't care about these guys. Oh, there he is. Fuck away from my escort. I can't target properly. Well, at least he's clearing the way. There are no enemy ships within range. Good evening, assholes. How many assholes do I have on this yo? Wasn't he in a Belbulub? Yeah, he's in a Belbulub. Belbulub. Yeah, I said it right. Belbulab. Frickin' Grievous's ship. Oh my god. I'm sorry, this is boring as tits. Wait. No, this is as boring as saggy tits. You know, according to a study, bras actually cause saggy tits. So there you go, women. I like to be free. I never understood. Men can take off their shirts in public, but women can't. Sometimes both sexes should just leave their shirts on. I've seen some nasty shit. Oh, by the way, if you have allergies like I do, pollen season is starting on the East Coast. Just be aware of that. I've not gotten sick yet. I've felt the effects, but I usually get an upper respiratory, and I haven't had one this year, so I'm going to chalk it up to being lucky. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Oh, get off course, will we? Oh my god, this is boring as shit. Can I kill him? Nope. Smoking fire up his ass, though. Oh, what else to talk about? I could have just talked about my fish right here. When I walked in, looked at the hospital tank real quick, the red eyes seemed to be doing a little better. Doesn't say much, they didn't eat. Excuse me, Houdini's on the back of that tank. There's another Houdini that's on the ground behind the other tank. I didn't get time to pick him up again. So I have no clue what they're doing. If they think they're going to cross my carpet, they got another thing coming. I haven't snail-proofed my tank yet. So they kind of... These nearite snails are particularly interesting in that they like to escape. Guys like, oh, they're escaping for a reason. Hurdy, dirty, 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 dirty. Oh, no, they just like not being in water all the time. And then they're also looking for a place to lay eggs. Well, congratulations, dipshits. You can lay eggs in my carpet all you want. That doesn't mean they're going to hatch. Now, I've never seen a nearite snail lay an egg above ground. So, I plucked one off the back of my tank once, and I put him on some detritus, and he kind of zigzagged and went in a couple different curvy lines, and he laid an egg, or she laid an egg, because she was like, hey, thanks, I'm happy. So if they lay eggs, that's a good thing. So I'm going to put the substrate back in a new substrate in the tank. Same stuff, just new stuff of it. It's a $20 bag. It's not a big deal. We'll get the driftwood and all that stuff back in there. Maybe they'll feel a little bit more secure that way. We gotta get the driftwood fungus back, but it's not gonna hurt anybody. Oh my god. When is this shit gonna end? Please, for the love of God, jump to hyperspace. Please, I don't care where you go, just go the fuck somewhere. And then the mission's gonna be like, you're done, mission complete. Oh, but one more thing. Jackie, give Uncle a hug. Uncle, I'm busy. I make cousin for Jade. Yes!
Mission accomplished.
Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. I own this sector. Please don't give me another mission. Please don't give me another mission. Please don't give me another mission. Wow. I'm sorry, but Smuggler's Alliance is like retardedly easy. Like, I'm not even kidding. So at this point, now that we've completed the mission, we can get a reward, but I don't think we'll get the training, or you may not even get both until you're ready. So we need to blow up tier-appropriate ships until this bar goes all the way over here. And then we're going to vie for flight artistry and get our master, or ace pilot certification. And I'm going to already get the materials prepared for building a YT-1300. The Millennium Falcon is the, or Falcon, whatever you want to call it, is the best example of a YT-1300. It's a multi-purpose cargo transport, but you can pretty much throw guns on them. I don't know if they're military purposely built, like the ones from the Rebellion and the Empire, but yeah. Now I gotta watch getting shot at from these guys because they hurt. There's at least one tier 5 in this group. Gotta make this count. I've got Mark 3 protons, probably not going to hurt them that much. Mark 4 protons are certification level 9, and I don't have them yet. Ooh, fuck do they hit. This is why I want a wingman. Okay, I need to get off his bead. And by get off his bead, I mean get off the guy behind me. I was on another guy's bead, but that was... Jesus Christ, this is probably a bad idea. I'm probably not going to survive this. Here's the problem. They can catch up with me. Yeah, there we go. So I know there's a tier 5 firing at me. We're going to disable his ass. I'm not going to make it. I could try and outrun them, but they're going to keep up with me. They blew through my armor. This is over. Fuck! How is he turning? He's an NPC, for Christ's sake. Save that shit for the humans. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to have him down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just need to disable him. Take out his reactor, he shouldn't be able to hit me. Although I don't know if his capacitor will still be online. It should. Come on, god damn it. There's a little bit of rubber banding. You know, in live, there was a shit ton of rubber banding and jump to light speed. I have not seen much of it at all in the emulation server. They've done a good job with that. There we go. Let's take care of this tier 4. Because this is an emergency, we're switching on our missiles. It's not much, but it'll hit. Diverting energy to shields. The tier 5 is not a threat to us right now. Let's get a lock on him. You're mine, asshole. Cool. Took care of that problem. Disabling missiles. So I don't want to hear that lock chirping sound every time. Excuse me. That should have given us a lot of XP, actually. Oh, yeah. But we're going to want to complete Tier 4 duties if at all possible. So we're going to jump to Dathomir Space. I forget what the closest to the station is. 10-4... 12-6, 11-7. Dathomir's Vitality is going to be our closest jump point. He's going to probably be too far away for me to engage by the time we jump, but we'll try. Ice asteroid. I don't know of too many things that use ice, so it's kind of like one of those things you sell. There are trade outposts that will buy asteroid resources from you. Do not sell to them. Players will pay you more. We're gonna need some repairs too. It'd be nice, and then we'll reset our droid commands. Well, I might not get him. Yeah, we're gonna blow out of space here. See, they can keep up. They ain't dumb. If I later, assholes! Now, in Star Wars lore, these starships, they can't... Not many starships that I know of in actual canon and Legends lore can jump into hyperspace. In fact, I don't know of any. They have to be a POB or bigger. So, why don't we find our station? Get some repairs completed. And we're going to try to do some Tier 4 duties. There's no way I'm going to beat the gunboat. I'll try. See if I could do one more mission before we go to bed. Or I go to bed, rather. So I gotta get up in the morning. I have to be in work by 1 o'clock. Close that night. Tomorrow night. I don't know why they picked me to be 1 to 9:30 on this shift. Truck day. Yeehaw. Tune. Or Utini. My peenie. What? Repairs, and by the way, when you repair, it's gonna take, all your overloads away. Okay, so we're looking for mercenary contracts. We're not gonna go down in Kessel. I'll do Tier 4 hidden daggers. We're going to reload our interfaces, our droid programs. Reactor output set to stage 3 overload, same for the engine. We're going to run the capacitor and then the weapons. Mr. Paul. I've seen him on the ground. Is he an Avaskai? Yeah. Or Voxai. Keep calling it a Vaskai for some reason. Alright. Let's head to our target. Which is 9 clicks away. But, dem engines, baby. Dem engines. We got a pretty damn good booster. Dare I say. Let me take a look at it. Can't. God damn it. Destroy it? I don't think you can. Not while you're piloting it. To try to do that to a starter ship. What's in there? Only what you take with you in your generation. Your Tide Pods. Your condoms. What? You won't need them. So, I guess I'm technically in the quote-unquote millennial generation. That's a naughty word. A naughty term. I'm nothing like these stupid dip fucks. But then again, we have to say that not all millennials are stupid. It's just everybody associates the group in general, and not all baby boomers are like all baby boomers, and it's like, ugh. Anyways, back to one topic. Let's pop this guy's cherry. Alright. Popped. Like, why me? Because you came after me, dipshit. So at this point, I'm going for experience, not necessarily the duty tokens, but I've been spending duty tokens on droid interfaces, so haven't heard any complaints from the buyer, so we're good. And we need capital. Shit. We're gonna need it for the frickin' POB. Even then, I don't know if we're gonna have the resources required for the POB parts immediately. So we're going to be having some junk parts in the POB until we can get some good stuff. Because the jump up from Mark V shields... Okay, there used to be in Jump to Lightspeed, we didn't have elite POB parts. We didn't have them. We had Mark Vs. And the Mark V was the best you could do for the longest time. And to my knowledge, you can't fit gunboat shields on a decimator. I think I tried that in Stella Bella. That's back when we had the frogs. The frogs are a developer toolkit. They basically let you spawn different things that are in the game, and you could literally make a billion gajillion credits, so it's kind of like pointless to have an economy on a frog test server. But Legends isn't like that. Omega doesn't have frogs that I know of. So there is an economy. And so far no one's buying my shit. So I'm not making stuff that people are buying, because I'm putting them at a pretty good decent price. I mean, we'll sell them slowly, but it's not the hot ticket item. I'll tell you what the hot ticket item's going to be. It's going to be those fucking vehicle restoration kits. So the money is going to be in space mining. But these droid interfaces are selling, so as long as they sell, I'm making profit. That's just converting raw time into profit. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do another mission tonight. Let's do some space shit and talk. I don't know if I'll be awake enough at the end of tomorrow to do another stream. But we'll definitely do it during the day before I have to work. Ew, I don't want to go anywhere near that. Tier 5 gunboat is not what I want to fight right now. We're going to have to fight 2 of them and a Corvette and some fighters. That is not going to be fun. That's why I'm going to request the pro bono services of Jack Havano. Or another pilot. Preferably an ace. Aces have done this before and they know what they're doing. I'd imagine most people that are flying today, if they've played this game before, they've been an ace before. But not necessarily. Slowest fighter loses first. Oh, motherfucker. Shit. These frickin' weapons are sucking me dry, man. Get 2 unmodified Borsals in here, bada bing, bada boom. It's too bad I can't do it in space. Might have to travel to Ord Mantell and do that. Or just land. It's not a big deal either. Yeah, we're too far away from Dathomir Station. I'll make a jump to Nova Orion here soon. The Borstal's gonna help us. Here's a decimator. Haven't seen a decimator yet. Not on Legends, anyways. He's pretty damn slow. I used to pilot one of these. I quit before, right about when the gunboats were introduced. Right before then. I was frustrated for the longest time. They said, oh, we're going to release the gunboats. Oh, we're going to release the gunboats. They never fucking did. So I'm just like, screw this. And this was before collections were even a thing. Excuse me, make sure my microphone's on. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Make sure I'm not talking in a Blank space. Okay, so we want to get the almighty fuck to the station because this shit is tier 6 to tier 10 and I ain't fighting it. They will kill us. Lord Vader, we need to move quick. They'll kill us. In a bukkake. What? If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. It's like pick my nose. Nothing. Sad face. Alright, so we need to equip the Borstal, and I also want to withdraw all my credits. It's been very handy keeping cash on hand, because, that's fucking disgusting. I'd like to tip. Not only just for business purposes, but for going in between my alts, and you can dual log, which has its uses, but you can't really multi-box. Multi-boxing used to be a strategy where you would double log in the old game and you'd have your character follow your main, and as you're grouped up and killing things, your little twerps would earn XP. Well, it doesn't work like that anymore, sadly. And that was called multi-boxing. That's how these character leveling services would do it en masse. And SOE was kind of liberal with allowing them to do it. They should have known better, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? Oh, don't get me started on the credit farmers. Or any currency farmer, for that matter. Alright, let's load the Borstal. I'm going to take the weakest weapon out. 25. Oh, baby. Oh, we got a Borstal. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. If you don't know what that is, go look up Leroy Jenkins right now. Like, seriously, stop watching what I'm doing, but come back. Look up what Leroy Jenkins is. That is going to help us incredibly. This is where all the pros are. He's in an advanced X-Wing. There's no way we'd be able to take him on. It's not happening. We won't do enough damage. He'll shoot us down immediately. The NPC is not the character, not the real person. So does this place have any POIs? Yeah, Blackguard. An Imperial captain has gone rogue and taken his Star Destroyer. Holy shit. Okay, that must be the Star Destroyer. Interesting. A Star Destroyer gone AWOL? Yeah, the Empire can't deal with that. We gotta take that fucker back. Better yet, have the Rebellion take it. I'd be sending in Star Destroyers either to blow it up. I send a team to try to capture it, which is probably what the heroic is, but if they failed, I'd blow the fucker up. Send in a crack squad, and if you can't do it with starfighters, you gotta go Star Destroyer to Star Destroyer. So we don't. The neutral space station is where we enter into PvP territory. We're not going to require the services of that station. What we want is the Dathomir station. And we're going to need to initiate some repairs when we get there. I'm only activating my engines to go faster. Doesn't really help too much, but it helps a little bit. Like to fit a badass... Do we have a Tier 8 engine on this ship? Yeah, it's a Mark IV. I'd like to fit a Mark V on here. Or RE, a better engine. Engines can be pretty competitive. They're not the best, but they ain't the worst. I've always found there are a lot of players on this server. 1,000 seems to be a lot. I'd like to see more. But there's a lot of people on this server. There's stuff to do. Requesting repairs. Then we're going to request a mercenary contract. Tier 4 hidden daggers. When we're ace, we can do 5s. And to do gunboats, we will either be very brave or bring a POB. At this point, since I can double log, I don't know if I could triple log. Triple log wouldn't be very effective. A double log, I'd be able to pilot the craft, have it escorting a target, and I could be shooting out the top and control the shields. So we could one-man a POB at this point, but it's not going to be as effective as it could be. And my alts can get XP, so you could kind of multi-box with that. And I'd have to, if I had 2 monitors, I could flip back and forth. My processor and my graphics processor unit can take it, but excuse me, I'm losing my voice. One, I could pilot when I need to, and I can shoot a gun when I need to. It all happens in real time. It's pretty amazing. But I don't know if you can log on to 3 characters. It's almost not worth it. I dual log just to trade items and transfer structures and that shit. Oh shit, we need to load our droid programs. Alright, let's rock. Are you ready, Olmec? Let's rock. On your mark. Get set. Go. Dun dun dun. Remembers that show? Legends of the Hidden Temple. Alright. D. Lee Baker, I think his name is. Time to bust your childhood. He did the voice of Olmec, he did the voice of Mr. Krabs, and he did the voice of Klaus from American Dad. So there you go. Just waiting for Seth MacFarlane and crew to make a frickin' Legends of the Hidden Temple reference. That way D can do frickin' Olmec again. So they released a board game about Legends of the Hidden Temple, and I heard the board game sucked royal cock. It was like a cheap game, and it was exclusive at Target. My friends had it, but they said it wasn't any good. Yeah, this Borstel's... I love this Borstel. It's a good piece of equipment. If I had 2 of them, it'd be even better. If I had 2 that were RE'd, it'd be the best. But to RE the best, you need to be within 5% of nominal. If you want even better, like the best period, you could go within 2 to 1% of nominal. And it's real hard to get stuff within 5 frickin' percent. You can get close, but those parts are rare and far and few between. And you gotta do a lot of looting. And duty tokens are a good way to get parts from Cash News. I think he does an RNG on the parts that you can request. You can request any part of any certification level that would normally drop, and obviously gunship, Y8, and POB ship stuff doesn't drop. You have to craft it. Oh, shit. You don't look so good. Good luck, everybody else. I cut across 8 lands. Good luck, everybody else. That's not restricted to the Asian race. That's everybody. I can't think of one group of people that Family Guy has not offended. Unless you're a beatard. Don't ask what a beatard is either. They're the a-holes of the earth. Or the a-holes of the internet, rather. 4chan is just utterly toxic. If you like watching beheading videos and people slaughtering cats and dogs and children, go to 4chan. 4chan can kiss my ass. Actually, no, I don't even want them kissing my ass. They're that vile. 4chan has done good work, though. They have captured a couple of pedophiles. But other than that, nothing positive to say about 4chan. Or 8chan, or any other chan. I'm just not interested. You know what? I've had more energy per shot too because of the Borstal. Went down from like 35 to 14. Gotta give me another one of these bastards. I'm gonna call it here in a minute. Just because I've got shit to do tomorrow. Not a lot of time to do it, sadly. And I need to start taking a break from Galaxies here. It's sucking a lot of my time. At least it gives me my escape. Let's give him a try. Oh, this is gonna suck. He blew into me. We got a problem. We got a huge problem. I'm not even making a dent. Okay, looks like we're getting through. I need one more shot. Are you kidding me? Insufficient energy. Okay. No, his engine's down. That was close. We should be able to hit him from about 500 meters. Okay, he's chugging along pretty slow here. Let's see if I can disable his reactor. So if we get too close and he hits me, we're done. There we go. That's what I like to see. Shit! He's still able to move? Okay, good. He stopped. Popping that reactor helped. We're out of missiles. Switching to guns. This is an old jump to light speed trick. Slowly now. Like 1% slow. I can regenerate. Okay, maybe not that slow. Uh-huh. So you can. I don't think so. Bye.
Target destroyed.
What did I loot? What did I loot? Eh. Really? Son of a bitch. They're not good enough. Alrighty. That's a pretty good space XP from that. Yeah, we're about halfway. So, guess we'll jump home. Before we start, we must destroy the enemy. Trower Barton, proceed to the front. Endless Waltz reference. Boa Trotton. What? You can hero my mom's Yui. What? Never mind, get him in time. Duo, your mom's Maxwell? Wufei, your mom's gonna Wufei my dad's Chang. Go have a quick drink and get out of here. My eyes are tired. Solo. So, if you took off from Nova Orion and you home port
Mission
for whatever
accomplished.
reason, it pops you over in Tyrena. So, yeah. Don't know why. But I will have to sort all this loot later. Can already tell you that's garbage. I want to sort it by type. It'd be cool if it did. Most boosters are garbage. I prefer to have something to sort so I don't have to go through and toggle. So, it doesn't really matter if I'm here or not. We can get the space bombs tomorrow. Put them on the market. So with that said, have a good night, everybody. See you next time.